creatives and actually scientists as well, and creative scientists spend time just thinking, just thinking through things, have a huge imagination. You always need a leap of imagination to solve very abstract theoretical problems. For instance, if you're given a book of theory, you have to kind of go, well, how do I make this real? How do I make this information relatable to myself? And what does it mean what does it mean to me? Maybe I can relate it to movies. Maybe you've got some theory on the brain, for instance, and it's got all this kind of foreign language all over it. How is it even important? Of what importance is this? And you shouldn't need to think about that. It's literally the brain. It's your brain. What if you got shot in the head? Would you be able to live? What does it even mean, localized? The brain works in a localized manner. If the brain works in a localized manner, for instance, how does that relate to phobias? Are phobias the same as fear? Is fear the same as any reaction, in fact? What does the language mean in what context? What does even exposure mean? If you have looked at some stuff which is completely vague and the language itself is completely misleading, do you know why that is? It's not a real project. Absolutely not a real project. If you have some kind of pseudoscience language associated with a project which is being publicized, basically that department is saying to you, we've got some really good stuff and you're never going to know about it. Classic. If you've been in any kind of scientific department or innovation, you'd be able to spot that a mile away. You don't have to be a doctor. If you ever spoken to a scientist in your life, you'll be like, this project looks like something that's been written in the Daily Mail. Why is an Oxford department pretending they're part of the Daily Mail? Why is an Oxford department talking about sleeping books? Rubbish, bullshit. So they've got all this other work, which is completely tightly controlled, of course, already probably got billions of pounds worth of funding, and all the rest is just a distraction strategy. Have you heard of that? Misdirection. If you've done anything to do with comms in your life, science comms, political comms, any kind of comms or media. If you've done any kind of media studies, never mind high value information media and data, of course, what would you do with it? If you're an Oxford department with the cleverest people with billions of pounds worth of funding and you came up with some kind of idea or discovery, are you going to put it on your website? Is that the thing you're going to put on your website? Would you do it on your website with shitty blurbs and made up theories? Would you do that? Do you know innovation? Have you ever heard of innovation? Have you ever heard of innovation? Have you seen what they look like? They look like business people. Do you think business people out from Oxford University are going to put all their treasures on a website? Do you know what they're going to do? They're going to make up some turd projects and let you eat it. Let you eat it day after day, year after year. Throw money at it. They are going to let you eat that turd. Go around telling people, sniff this human centipede, got a whole of LA all over it. Yeah, all of LA are eating our turd projects. and then taking it from the toilet and letting other people sniff it and going, look at us, we're so clever. We've even created our own theatre around this turd project. Got commitment from, these people LA people get scammed regularly because they don't know anything. And here's another one. How come no actual scientists want to work on that project?